different things, and I think the combination right now of the dissatisfaction with the Iraq War and the dissatisfaction with the Bush and Clinton dynasties, people are just finally getting upset about it, and Ron Paul's an alternative to everything else out there, and so people are looking into it. And libertarianism is also on a gut level what a lot of people really kind of believe, a kind of live and let live attitude. So it's becoming more popular because people are more open to it, and there's a lot of different reasons. People are upset with inflation and the way that the government's spending money and the way government skyrocketed in expenditures and everything. It's just what's going to happen with Social Security to us. I mean, I'm not counting on it, that's for sure. And yeah, really. Well, there's just a lot of different things. Those are the things I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, I know people who ideologically aren't necessarily libertarians who support Ron Paul because when they watched the debates, they felt like he was the only one telling the truth.
Okay.
I mean, there's something, and if, once again, go on YouTube and check him out, because there's something about him where he'll just come out and say what he really means in a way that these other candidates just don't. They feel very manipulative, and actually he makes them look bad.
Yeah.
I think in the debates, because he comes out and says exactly what he means, and they're always sort of playing with words and dancing around.
Well, they're attacking. That's another thing about Ron Paul. He doesn't attack them. He just says, this is what I believe. And the worst thing he's lobbed at them is they're not real conservatives, which is true, but it's not like the stinging that they do to each other. He's just so much more.
He's not personal
attacks.
attacks.
No, he's got so much more character.
So he's basically telling the truth, and the others are trying to spin and attack him.
Yeah, the debate the other night, I mean, what was it? Romney and McCain arguing about how long they would be in Iraq. And Ron Paul's like, I don't even want to be there anymore. Like, why are we arguing about how long?
Let's just pull out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's very straightforward, which is refreshing.
And even if you don't agree with him, you know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So that
you can
level
make
of
your
trust.
own decision. Yeah. You can have that choice thing.
And he does make a good point, like with Bush, that Bush ran on a ticket of, humble foreign policy, no nation building, and look where we are, right? So frankly, you can't even vote for these candidates based on what they say anyway.
And then their own actions with their own campaign management, they're all in the hole, and he's the only one that's actually a responsible spender with his money. Right. Why do I want somebody that's going to be in debt over their campaign running the country?
Right.
I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
Like we're not enough debt already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that point. So if Ron Paul has garnered so much support, why don't the mainstream media seem to care about him?
Once again, they don't really know what to do with him. He doesn't fit into their usual boxes.
He doesn't play the game.
Doesn't play the game, which is one of the things that's been so amazing about his success. Because usually you do have to kind of do the deals and play the games and make the trades, but he just doesn't. And because I think a lot of his support has been grassroots and decentralized, it's a lot of individuals who meet together on the internet and things like that, as opposed to a lot of big corporations or famous celebrity sponsors or things like a lot of these other candidates.
I mean, he's getting that stuff, but that wasn't the way he was. That's still not. It's just.
That's not the way it started.
Yeah, no.
He wasn't expecting that. What he's getting right now.
He's still very surprised.
He's very surprised. I mean, he actually had to be dragged into even running because he was reluctant to do that, and libertarians really don't want to rule over other people, so we are reluctant.
He doesn't want to tell his campaign staff what to do. He's so
yeah, right. He's so pro-freedom. And so people had to beg him, please, you are such a virtuous person. We wish we could have someone like you
He's the philosopher
to vote
king,
for.
yes.
And he really said that it was the Iraq War that did it for him, that finally he just felt like this is just immoral and someone has to stand against it. And he was expecting to get, his little piddly following, and it's just been this huge explosion of support.
And it's not over yet. We've only done a very small percentage of the primaries. I mean, Super Tuesdays, what is it, only half even?
Days.
I mean, there's still so much longer to go.
And his percentages in the primaries we've already have been much larger than anyone expected.
Yeah,
He's beat Giuliani every single time, oftentimes by 10 percentage points.
Well, he didn't beat him in Florida, but I mean, have you heard that he won second in Nevada or second in Louisiana? I mean, nobody hears about these things.
That was surprising, though.
Yeah.
It was really surprising
and they don't mention it on the mainstream media oftentimes, because I don't think they know what to say, and they know how to deal with a guy like Romney. They know how to deal with a guy like McCain.
But they don't know how to deal with Ron Paul.
No.
All right. So thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Christen, for joining us today at LUTV 26. And I'm Sakshi Bagai. Thank you very much.
Thank you.